business owners, from restaurants to beauty to financial side. We are looking for it all. Hey everybody, welcome back to Tears to Purpose Real Talk. I am one of your hosts, Elder Lakia Barnett, and I'm so happy to be back before you for another great show. And I'm here with my lovely host, and y'all can go ahead and introduce yourself. Y'all know how we do.
Hello, everyone. I'm Miss Hubbard. Welcome back to the show.
Welcome back, everybody. I'm Lakeisha.
Yes, and we in this virtual building, but I'm so excited because we still on celebrating women. And speaking of women, we got an awesome powerhouse sitting right before us at the virtual table. So, Miss D Mayberry, she is into fitness. She's a mommy. She's a wife. She's an entrepreneur. She's all the things that we love to sit and chat about. So why don't we introduce her? She is the founder of Royalty, and we're gonna get into some tea with her to figure out how does she come about all this beautiful stuff. So before we do that, I want y'all to go ahead and start sharing, tagging, getting some popcorn. Don't get no sugar, it's too much. Go get some water. Amen. And we're going to sit down and chat with her today. So, Miss D Mayberry, we introduce you to our family of the Tears of Purpose Real Talk. And how are you today? Oops, we can't hear you. Can you hear me, Miss D? Mm-mm. We can't hear you. And she's off mute too, because I can see it. Uh-oh.
Yeah, she said I can't hear Lakia.
Okay. Miss D, you may need to go out and come back in, and let's see what's going on, because I don't know if it's something on your end or what. Everybody else can hear, right? You just want to make sure.
Yes.
Okay. So Miss D, try to go in and go out and come back in.
I'm gonna send her.
You might need to type it because if she can't hear you.
Oh yeah. Oh God.
Yeah, I'm gonna send a quick message to her. 1 second.
All right, and while we are doing that, y'all know how it go. The enemy don't like when we about to get real and start addressing some stuff. So he got to have his way. But while we are sitting here waiting, you guys, I just want you guys to start to share, tag somebody in this video, because this is going to be an awesome show. We have two phenomenal women. Miss Rashonda Jeffries will be up with us next. So you guys just continue to share it out to all your peoples, and we're going to have a great time. So ladies, while we are waiting on Miss D to come on back in, how was your weekend?
Mine was good. I basically relaxed all weekend, which I needed very much. So mine was good.
All right, so she'll be coming back in.
How was your weekend, Lakeisha?
It was fabulous. We had the Unstoppable monologues this weekend, and then I had a dinner date with my husband, so nothing major, but the Unstoppable Woman monologue was phenomenal. I was able to
yes it was awesome.
Yes, I was moving, wasn't he?
Yes.
Shout out to the Tears of Purpose family, all the women that went forth in their monologues, Miss Angela and Naisha, and also we had Lord Jesus, Miss Sue, and shout out to VP LaShawn Martin, which she is watching right now. So we thank all of you ladies, everybody that came to the virtual event. It was phenomenal. I can't even get it out. Phenomenal. So yes,
you understand.
Okay, so Miss D, is she back? Come on in. Come on in the room.
Lakia, tell them about the replay if they missed it.
Okay, so just in case you guys missed the virtual event on Saturday, do not be sad. Don't y'all cry. Don't pull out no tissue because I know half of y'all be busy and stuff. But we have came up with a solution to your problem. So if you want the replay of the virtual event, it is only $10 to get the virtual event replay. You guys, we will send it to you. Again, it is only $10 to get the replay. This is something you do not want to miss. We had some lovely things going on up in there. Also, we had two lovely vendors as well that blessed us with sharing their products, and all of the Tears of Purpose families there. We was having a great time, y'all. Some good song, some good stories. Just bring your tissue when you're watching it. But it's good. It's going to be good for you. So if you want the replay, what you can do is email me at barnettlakia@gmail.com. Put in the subject line, I want replay. Real simple. I want replay, and we will get it out to you. Okay? Okay. Hey, Miss B, are you okay? Can you hear us now?
Yes. Hello, Queens.
Yes. Okay.
Right.
See, that's the enemy. He ain't want us to talk to you.
No,
We go through this quite often. We go through this quite often, but okay, y'all. So now that we done got over our little humps and bumps, we're gonna move into this interview because we are so psyched to talk to her, y'all. We are so psyched to talk to this entrepreneur, this mommy, this fitness woman. That's what we into right now. It's about to be summertime, so y'all better get y'all notebooks and figure out what y'all doing for y'all body to get snatched. Amen. All right. Okay, so we're gonna turn this interview over to Miss Hubbard, and she's gonna kick it off, y'all.
Hey, Miss Mayberry.
Hello.
We're glad you made it back on because, like she said, the enemy was trying, but he didn't succeed.
No.
He should know by now that we have the victory, no matter what he tried to do.
You better say it.
That's right. So you are a fitness coach.
I am.
Okay, that's excellent. So I know you wrote in your bio that you were small, or well, you said skinny most
I
of
was
your
always,
life.
yes, ma'am.
Okay, so my question is, when did you start gaining weight, and what made you start gaining weight, and at what age were you when you started gaining weight?
The weight gain came after having the babies.
Okay.
After the babies, the weight came, and I was able to get it off, most of it, but it really set in like around 35-ish, and it got tougher to get rid of it. And it really packed it on after my brother's death. I became an emotional eater, and I kind of hit rock bottom and gave up on a lot of stuff. So that's when it piled on me.
Oh, wow. Okay. So is that what made you go into being a fitness coach?
That
because you had gained the weight?
I had gained a lot of weight, and I was starting to have a lot of health issues. And I had a come to Jesus meeting with my doctor.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Well, looks like you're doing pretty good.
Work in progress. I am
That's a
work
good
in
thing. Okay.
progress.
Okay. My next question is, how did you come up with the name Royalty? What brought that about?
I always address my brothers and sisters as kings and queens. And when you come take my fit camp, I want you to get the royalty experience. But royalty stands for real, outstanding, youthful adults loving themselves uniquely. You know, self-love and self-care looks different for everybody. And we all are unique. So I want you to get the royal experience when you're getting your becoming the best version of yourself.
That's excellent. All right. That's all the questions I have. So on to you, Lakeisha.
Awesome. Thank you, ladies. So my question for you is, can you share with us your mindset of not looking at working out and being a healthy version of oneself as a job, but as a lifestyle?
It took a while to get there, but people look at working out as dreading working out, like, oh, I got to go do this. I got to go do this. You have to make it fun. When I'm working out, I turn on fun music, happy music. And instead of saying, oh, I got to work out, I'm going to get my snatch back. I'm going to get my sexy back. I'm working on getting this back, having more energy. That's what I'm going to, that's what my workout is. It's not a dreaded thing. And then to eat healthy, also people say diet. No, I'm eating for my heart. My heart like this healthy food. I'm eating so my thyroid can get herself in formation and quit being so bipolar and all over the place. And my cholesterol like me eating healthy. You got to jazz it up, because if you have that mindset that, oh, I got to go do this, that's the energy you're going to bring to that workout. And that's the energy you're going to keep throughout the workout.
Awesome. I love that. So make sure you guys like and share this, because we all know we've been there.
Oh, yeah. I'm every woman. Every excuse I done had it.
Thank you. Awesome. Elder.
So let's pause for the calls real quick, because y'all know how I am. We're going to pause for the calls, stick a fork in it real quick, right? So I just want to shout out all the people that are watching, because we have some very faithful, loyal people that watch this every week. Shout out to Focus James. She's saying hi. That is the business coach, relationship expert. We had her on the whole month of February. So dope. Okay. Also shout out to VP LaShawn Martin. Also, many others that are watching that I can't see everybody, but I'm just taking them in as everybody's going in. If you guys see them, you guys shout them out. But I want to stick a fork right here. The word of the day. Can we jump into the word of the day for today? Okay. And I want all of you to elaborate on this, what this word means to you when you hear it. So including you, Miss D. So you ready?
I'm ready.
Looks like we're about to get a drill going for some exercise. You ready?
I'm ready. Let's do it.
Okay. So the word of the day is commitment. Commitment. So I'll start with me. Commitment is a real stretch word, because for me, I feel like anything that you do, give your 100%. Anything that you do, give 100% and commit. Bottom line, don't half step. Do what you need to do and really fully commit to whatever it is that you have. If it's a goal, if it's something that you want to do pertaining to your family, your business, that word is so key and so important. So that's what I would say. Be 100 when you're doing something. Anybody else? Let's go.
It sounds like you said it all right there.
Yeah.
That's basically it. Do your best at whatever you decide to do. Just do it. No excuses, no ifs, ands, or buts. Just get it done.
That's right.
Okay, since everybody want to say I done took everything. So Miss D, when it comes to the fitness world, listen, I know for me, if you tell me we about to go to the gym and work out, I might run the other way. This is why. Because I feel like if you tell me that I'm about to be working out, that might start something, right? But if you add like dance or something in there, oh, you got me sold right there. Because that's my whole background, and that's what's going to keep my attention. So for somebody like me that's a little busy bee, that doesn't like to really look at the whole fact about working out, how do you get your people to commit? Especially if they're not used to it and it's something that they kind of have to learn. How do you get them to really focus and be committed?
A lot of people, I tell them, go look in your closet. Find something that you have hidden way, way in the back that don't fit anymore, that you really want to get in, but you don't want to throw it away because you know you're going to get in it. You just have to do the work to get in it, right? My workout, I call it a jam session. We're going to jam all them pounds off you. We're going to jam that bad cholesterol right out. We're going to jam that blood sugar where it needs to be. We're going to jam that insulin that you won't need no more. We're going to jam. And what the jam is to you, we have dance breaks. And if you have to stop, stopping is okay for a tiny bit. but you got to move something, do something. If you can't do what we're doing and keep up, do your own thing, but keep the momentum going. Keep working towards what's in that closet or goal that you have. I got to get them to set realistic goals because we be so focused on big goals. You got to celebrate those mini goals, I like to call them, and celebrate it. Even if, okay, I didn't eat 4 pieces of cake today, but I had 3. That's a goal. That is a goal if you used to eat more. You know, you got to celebrate the small wins as well as the big ones.
Yes.
So I love how you broke down how you're getting your people committed to something that they may naturally not want to do. Because anything that's going to really tame us away from temptation, that's what we tend to fight very often, right? So I like the tactics that you use. You look like a very creative and savvy person, so I can literally see you like really, custom tailing different things for different people. So what would you say is like your biggest challenge when dealing with fitness and dealing with so many different personalities and so many people? Where's your biggest challenge? Do you feel defeated? Do you feel like maybe I need to go back to the drawing board and try something else? Like, walk us down that lane, because I know everything can't be all gravy. Okay,
no, it's not.
We real talking. We real talking right now.
Now, there's a misconception that I love to work out. Really, I hate working out. I hate it. I don't like working out, but I love the way my body feels and how I feel after a workout. So that's what motivates me. It's not the actual workout. I don't live for the gym. I'm terrified of the gym, terrified of the fancy equipment they do. That's why I work out at home. And I've paid money for fit camps and everything in a gym, 2 hours, and felt like I was going to die several times. And I got better results at home doing a 30-minute workout, But the thing is, you got to find out the person's why. Why do you feel like you need to do this? Why you feel like what's lacking to make you the best version of yourself? You got to find out their why. Because if their why not strong enough, all their excuses will be.
So true. I love that. So what are you guys thinking about this? Do y'all see yourself in this anywhere? I'm just asking. Do y'all see yourself anywhere in this somewhere? Just when it comes to like working out and really changing what we do as women, because women got it hard. People don't understand. We go through some things, and our health is really, really, really big. And I think God this year is saying, Lakia, you better crack down on your health this year. Like, get it together, because you can't be a vessel doing my work and you all banged up and jacked up. Like, for real, it's like a big warning plastered across the whole sky for a lot of us, right? So do y'all feel like that in this season of y'all life?
I absolutely do.
I'm sorry, my mom. Yeah. As far as working out, now if you say Zumba, I used to enjoy Zumba. Oh yeah, that's like dancing. So yeah, I enjoyed that, but just working out, no, I don't know.
But it's all kinds of working out. Do some Zumba, but nutrition. Any weight loss or any kind of fitness thing is 80% nutrition, 20% working out. And me, the reason I work out is because I had to work out. My life depends on me working out. So I have to work out. All the excuses I make up and everything, I have to do it if I want to continue to live a healthy life and have energy to run around and do everything. Because, as women, we're so busy taking care of everybody else till we neglect ourselves. And we're no good to nobody if we're not taking care of us. And we only get these temples for a short while. You got to take the best care of them.
Amen.
That's right.
Amen.
Amen. We got some hearts going up in
my lifestyle changed because of a diagnosis. My goal is to see how many of my people I can help before the diagnosis. And it boggles my mind. I've been in the medical field over 20 years. Why someone with a lot of letters behind their names have to say, if you don't do X, Y, and Z, you're going to die for us to get our stuff together, you know?
I was literally getting ready to say that's a crime shame. We all need justice for this because it always comes up to when the doctor says you're overweight, you're halfway borderline diabetic, your blood pressure is shot up to the roof for us to go do something about it. Like, why does it always take a diagnosis to get us to really do better by ourselves? Isn't that a shame? Like, that is such a shame. We got to do better. We have to.
Yes.
We've got to do better. So I like that you said that. So, D, you are an entrepreneur. You're definitely called into the fitness arena. So you being married, what is the advice that you can give to some people that may be watching right now that kind of have the same things on their plate? But yet they're still an entrepreneur. What is some advice on how to stay balanced while being this fitness expert and this mom and this wife? Like, where does your time of balance come in?
I have to have some self-care. You know, I got to give myself care and I got to take care of me. But for the business, I set business hours and I stick to those business hours because my family comes first. But they all understand that mama is working. And these are the times mommy are working. And I try to do like days where I don't do anything. I dedicate all that time to my family. So I live by a schedule. So I try to schedule everything off. And every now and then it kind of intertwine and run together. I was like, but I'm going to make it up to you. They know mommy's on a mission.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Focus James says, I think she was replying back to me too, Lakia. Love to dance. I have been dancing to the Super Bowl's halftime twice to get my 30 minutes in. All right now. Vivian Pope, she has says, you're all in. You got to stay committed to your vision. Georgette Bass said that, and that is the truth. So, Miss D, what would you like the people to know about what's up and coming in your life? Let everybody know how they can find you, and drop a little nugget of advice to some of the people that may want to do fitness or want to get into, you know, having a healthy lifestyle. Just drop a nugget on for the ones that are listening, maybe go back and listen later.
Goal number one. You have to set a goal for yourself, what you see yourself as, how you want to feel. Think about, like if it's weight loss, how much weight you want to lose, okay? Write it out. And I'm a big affirmation person, so write your affirmations out. But if it's a weight loss you want to do, write that goal out. And you work toward it and you celebrate every pound, half a pound, every ounce, everything you get to that goal. But you got to put that goal somewhere where you can see it so you're reminded of the goal that you set for yourself. And you have to do it for you. Nobody else can do it for you. You have to show up for yourself, okay? And I'm on Facebook as D Mayberry. And I'm also on Instagram as Miss Body and Soul. I run fit camps every month. Every month I start a new fit camp. And my fit camp comes with a nutrition plan. You come with an amazing accountability group. You're never in this alone. You always have somebody with you. And it has tons of workouts that you can do. We have beginners, we have intermediate, we have the extreme fitness person programs that they can do, but I'm not on that level yet, okay? I'm working that. But you got to find what works for you. You know, you have to do something. And if it's not with me, do something. You have to move your body, even if it's just walking in your neighborhood. You have to start somewhere, and you got to kick them excuses to the curb. You have to kick them excuses for the curb because you are worth it. You are worth being the best version of yourself. You deserve it. And you just have to start. You just have to start. Everyone has started at some point. Just because you think, well, I'm not going to be able to do it. You have to try first. You have to try. You have to try. There are things you can do. Any weight, anything. But in order to get that whole transformation, we get so focused on the outside transformation. You gotta transform inside, because you can have a massive weight loss and total transformation, but if the inside hasn't changed, you still got that thinking, everything, all that hard work you did, you still look in the mirror and still tear it down, and you don't work so hard for it. But you got to start in the inside.
So true. So true. She definitely dropped some nuggets. Georgette Best says, walking right now. I know that's right. I know that's right. So we thank you for your nuggets. We thank you for your transparency. We thank you for telling us the ins and the outs of your process. So we hope that people will listen, y'all go follow this woman and y'all get some help with y'all nutrition plan and with your new look. And stop running around here and talking about something you're going to put it off till next. You ain't got till next year. We got to do it right now. Look, Georgette said mindsets must shift as well. Yes. Amen.
See, I was starting on a Monday. I tell myself, I ain't worried about it. I start on Monday. It's Tuesday, okay? I'm going to start Monday. No. Start tomorrow. Don't start Monday. I would start Monday, so I turned into the Tasmanian Devil the rest of the week. And I was like, wait a minute, it's Monday. I'm going to start next Monday. No, just start. Just start.
Right.
See, you have to have somebody holding you accountable. Because if you're going to make all the excuses yourself, it's not going to work. You have to have somebody holding you accountable for what you said you wanted to do and what you promised that you was going to do for yourself.
Yes.
And you can do it.
I hear some toes in the spirit cracking because they're getting stepped on right now. I hear them. Good for you. When the conviction comes, there's change. Amen. So yes. So we thank you, Miss D. Mayberry, for blessing us with your expertise in this area. We got to get you back on the show. Maybe you can do a little couple of help us get some routines out.
Yes, and I do free workouts. Y'all hit me up so y'all can join me in the free workout, and we're gonna have a fun time.
We're gonna bring the choppers up in the building. We're gonna squad up. That's what we're gonna do.
Yeah.
Awesome. Get your stuff ready.
Yes. So thank you so much for tuning, coming to join us in this virtual world. I'm sure everybody here loved you. And if you didn't catch it live, catch the replay.
Yes.
All right. So Miss D. Mayberry, we will stay connected with you.
Yes, definitely.
And speak blessings over your life and everything that you are doing over you and your family. And this won't be the end. You know it.
No. We family, girl. We family.
All right.
I love y'all. Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much. You have a blessed day.
You too.
Night.
Yeah, so okay, we went down fitness lane. Y'all hold on to your seats. Keep going. Don't go nowhere. We want you to stay right there. All right. Stay right there. Keep sharing, keep tagging your loved ones and friends in. We are having a blast. Can you tell? All right. So now, who's in the building right along? We shifted on over. Yes, ma'am. So we got Miss Rashonda Williams in the building. I keep saying in the building, in the virtual building.
They know.
Yeah, they understand.
Welcome to The Purpose Real Talk. How are you?
I am well. Hello, ladies. Good evening. Blessings. Hello. I was loving Miss Mayberry. I was over in there. I don't know. I was like, yes.
So just to welcome you to our Tears of Purpose Real Talk family. We are so glad that you agreed to come on to the show. We love talking to heavy hitters, underdogs, ones that you don't really hear about, but they working and they doing their thing. That's them underdogs. And this is the year for the underdogs. So we speak that already, even before we get started. But we thank you for coming on. You are entrepreneur, fierce woman, right? And we getting ready to get some tea on you real quick because we got to let the people know who you are. Okay?
Thank you.
So we're going to kick off. We're going to run this back to Miss Hubbard, and we're going to kick this interview off without Nothing, no wait. We've been waiting long enough. We've been waiting the whole something days for you. So now we got you started.
Thank you.
Go ahead, Miss Hubbard. We turning it over to you.
How are you, Miss Williams?
I am well, thank you, thank you, thank you. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. Thank God, I'm good. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yes, ma'am. Well, I am a simple woman. I love God, I love people, and I love business. So everything that I touch, I do is centered around those values. I am an Air Force veteran. I've been in 12 years. I am a serial entrepreneur. Again, I love business. And I am a mother, excuse me, to incredible, perfect 15-year-old son, Zion. And I have 2 dogs, Max and Lily. Yeah, it's me in a nutshell. Uh-oh.
Is she frozen?
She is frozen.
Yeah, she must
Wait, she coming back.
Okay.
Come against technical issues in the name of Jesus.
In the name of Jesus. That's right.
Yes, yes. Just call it out. Call it out.
Okay. My first question is, what made you become a graphic designer?
You know, it's so funny you asked that. I have always been an artistic child. When I was little, I would watch Looney Tunes and I would draw the characters, you know, and then that progressed into painting. I used to paint a lot. And then I went into photography, all art. And then I went back to school because I had my own photography studio and I didn't know how to run a business. And my dog Lily didn't second that. Yes, Lily. And so I went back to school and I went to the Art Institute of Phoenix, and they focus on the business and the design side of it. So I got 2 nuggets in one, and it's just another way to express ourselves as well. But really funny story. When I was little, I was watching, was it Boomerang, right? And I thought they had the coolest job because it was merging art and then business as well. So, you know, that was one of another inspirations that made me wanted to get into advertising and marketing.
Oh, okay. Excellent. So my next question is, how do you help nonprofits maximize their organizations?
Wonderful question. So I love nonprofits. I've either worked for them, served on the boards. I even founded a nonprofit in 2017. And I think that nonprofit organizations are the heart of the community. And that is how we're going to make the most impact in our community, with organizations serving the community that represent and even were from the same community. So I think it's very important to help cultivate the leaders of those nonprofits. Specifically, we work with nonprofit leaders of color. And so we provide educational workshops, we provide content. We are a network of consultants united together. So we have marketing, we have accounting, we have team and leadership development. We have grant writers. We're all united together to provide the services and the support to help our nonprofits led by people of color overcome internal and external barriers, preventing them from having the impact that they want to have on the community. So one example of an internal barrier we help them to overcome is CEO and staff burnout, right? Usually nonprofits led by people of color, they're probably a 1 or 2 person team. And 9 times out of 10, the founder is still working a full-time job. And that full-time job is funding the nonprofit organization, right? So we come in with our team and whatever areas they are needing help in. So for instance, they're not getting funding. So we create grant proposals and we do all the back end work, because before you can even apply for a grant, you have to have your ducks in order. So we come in and we set up our nonprofits for success so that they can apply for funding. And then that is how they're going to impact the nation. And then look, I mean, impact the community, which means impact the nation. And then it's all for God's glory, because everyone we work with has to have the same core values as well. They got to love God, they got to love people, and they got to love business. Oh, she talking.
Miss Hubbard, we can't hear you.
That's it. That's excellent. That's excellent. I'm trying to tell you something. We may be contacting you real soon.
Awesome. And we have
Thank you so much. That was a wealth of information. I appreciate that.
Thank you, ma'am.
Why? I'm not on mute.
Were you saying something else? Because you kind of were breaking up.
I don't know why. I don't know what's going on.
Okay. All right. We're gonna turn it over to Lakeisha if Miss Hubbard is done.
Hi, Lakeisha.
Hi, how are you? Thank you for coming on, Ms. Williams. And thank you for your service as well.
Oh, it's my pleasure.
Awesome. So my question to you is, what is your take on leaving legacies for your lineage, for our lineage?
Woo! Wow, you just came out punching, sis, didn't you? So
you're a serial entrepreneur, so you definitely have, that mindset of the long game. You're playing chess, not checkers. So
I appreciate that. I receive that, sis. I appreciate that. So one of my biblical mentors, right, is Nehemiah. And Nehemiah had a lot of people to support one mission, right? And I think it's a great representation of leadership. In our community, we have a lot of rebuilding to do, right? And a lot of that goes with our mindset, right? And we have this saying in the military is that, like, you always want to leave it better than you found it. So, again, I have a child. I am the oldest in my family. We're from Ohio. I was the first person in my family to graduate high school, on my mother's side, excuse me. I was the first to graduate high school. I was also the first to graduate college. And then also on my mom's side, I was the first to go to the military, right? So I always felt like I just had that calling on my life to be the one in my family to break generational cycles, right? And in doing that, it can be lonely and it is fearful, right? You can be afraid, because there was no one to show you the way. So I know I was always called to be that in my family, and in doing that, I see how it affects my little sister, how it affects my cousins, how it affects them, to give them to say, just because everyone else is doing whatever or not doing whatever doesn't mean that you can't do it, right? And of course, always, for God's glory and to stay connected to him as well, because we all got bright ideas, right? Like,
right.
Like, oh my goodness. And just to give yourself grace, because too, no one else in my family did these things, right? So I didn't have that framework, that blueprint, so giving myself grace, like, okay, yeah, that didn't work, that failed, right? So it's an opportunity, like, okay, so how did it fail? What could I have done better? What will I do going forward? And then just having the courage to be uncomfortable.
Yes, talk that talk.
Listen, and just trust in God that if you are aligned with him and you tapping into the source, and you not allowing what culture says about you, what is around you to distract you from that, then you can just do awesome things when you partner with God. Because on my own, hot mess. Listen, hot mess. And I just got to a point, and quarantine had a lot to do with that, right? Because I've always been go, 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 this. Listen, oh my goodness. And then be in that stillness, I was just able to just like, I was still so I can hear him, I can hear his guiding, I can hear his leading, and then just putting it into action, because like, listen, we don't need any more information. We have to apply what we have.
There you go. Exactly.
So it's about again, being comfortable with being uncomfortable, trusting God. And then when you do that, the impact it has on everyone around you is just a beautiful thing to watch.
Awesome. And by the way, you were the blueprint and you didn't even know it.
All things work together, all right?
Yes. So let's bring everybody back in, because we have more questions for you, but thank you for that.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And that Jay-Z 444, that legacy, listen, that I love that album, the whole album. And it's so true, right? We have to be open to do things differently, and not saying that, my family, they did the best that they knew how, know what I mean? They did the best that they knew, right? Exactly. And it's not about making anybody wrong, it's just about being true to yourself. And then you can only get that identity from him, and that's it.
Absolutely. And that's a key word, identity. And when we don't have that and we're missing parts of our identity, then we're in the wilderness and we don't even have a clue where we are, where we're going, what direction we need to go in order to even take the first step. So we're stagnant, we're complacent, and we're just sitting there waiting for somebody, anybody, or not, or we're content about it, not to sound judgmental, but we have one life to live. And again, like you said, we can do all things through Christ who strengthens us. So just go for the gusto, I say,
Absolutely.
Alan,
and a lot of it, I'm sorry, sis.
No, go ahead.
A lot of that has to do with what we feed our spirit, right? When I was in school for advertising and marketing, like, they're pretty much telling you these are the tactics we use to get people to do what we want to do. And people don't understand that media has a strong hold over our lives. I have to be really aware of how much time I spend online as well, because like you feel it in your spirit, right? And I wanted to help, because I knew the blueprint for how it's used against us. right? And it's like, and it's so funny. After I graduated, listen, Lakeisha, I lived in Phoenix there. And you talk about all things work together. I interviewed for almost every advertising agency in Phoenix, Arizona, and nothing, they didn't hire me, right? And of course, you know, I was like bitter about it for a little while, but like on reflection, I'm like, no, that's what wasn't supposed to happen. One, there's not a lot of women of color, anyone of color in advertising. So we talk about how the media has such a strong hold over us. There's not a lot of people of color in that industry. You know, I talked about how Eddie Murphy and his team was so cool on Boomerang, but then I got the hard reality when I was looking around like, wait a minute, wait, what? You know, where we at? You know, so I mean, that's all strategic too, you know, if you think about it, because I wouldn't sit in a room and, you know, like one thing I don't like with nonprofits is that majority of the board of directors, those are the people who make the decisions for grants and all of that stuff, right? Yeah. And the foundations, majority of them are Caucasian males, right? But you look at the flyers and in the media, and it's all, you know, little chocolate and brown babies, you know, but you don't see that working. The decision makers don't look like that, right?
Exactly.
So it's like, so it's kind of this subliminal messaging, like, you know, like you're here and we are here. We're the decision makers. We make the decisions, but you need our help. No, we don't need no outside entities or nothing to help rebuild our community. We are educated. Black women are the most educated and the most entrepreneur, right? And we work with men as well, but we have all this information, all this education. No, we can all collaborate and everybody bring their skills to the table, and that is how we're going to change our community.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, get rid of the smoke screen. So I don't know what's going on with the other ladies. We're gonna just keep this rolling. So tell everybody what you have coming up and how they can reach out to you.
Absolutely. So we have an app. We've created an app, and you can download it in the Google Play or the Apple App Store, and it is filled with resources. We have an ebook called Resources Your Nonprofit Needs. So go ahead and download that app, and you'll get access to that ebook. It is a clickable ebook filled with in-kind donations, sponsorships, earned income programs, as well. And then starting April 5th, we're going to have our full course. It's called Impact Academy. And this is for nonprofit leaders of color. There's going to be 4 different modules. First module is CEO development. Second module is team building, right? Because you run a nonprofit, you got to know how to handle your volunteers. You got to know how to govern your board. So we're going to give strategies and teachings on that. The third module is everything operations, from filing and all that fun stuff, developing programs. And the fourth module is going to be all things branding. So we are really going to help set our nonprofit leaders up for success. Our team collectively has over a century of experience. Our CPA, he's been working with nonprofits for 25 years. We have another woman from Columbus. She's been doing it for 20 years. Like, it is just amazing, the team that we have with all this experience that have actually done it. On March 20th, we are going to have a networking event online, and we're going to be talking about all things funding. So we're going to have 3 of our experts just doing quick Q&A. So definitely RSVP for that on our website, www.collective-impact.app. So get registered for that. So if you have some questions about funding and applying for grants, we are really going to help set everyone up for success. So meet some of the team, ask questions, and download the app, Google Play, and it's Collective Impact. Did I even say that? Collective Impact is the name of our app and our community. And then our course is called Impact Academy. And you guys can find us on Facebook, Collective Impact. It's yellow and gray, all yellow and gray. You can't miss it. And then we're also on Instagram, Collective Impact 419.
This was a whole dinner. Are y'all full from the information that she just dropped? I'm telling you, this is so good. We are so glad that you decided to accept your walk in purpose so that others can be taught and others can be aware and be full. You're so full of wisdom. I just was listening to you backstage and you're so full of wisdom. You are definitely, we have this thing that we say when we know when we see a person that's way beyond their years, that is you.
Oh,
all day. But I have one last question for you before we end this beautiful interview. We thank you for the nuggets because I feel like this was like a divine connection because we just started a nonprofit, not too long ago. And I'm telling you, people think nonprofits are so easy. They're not. It's so much work that goes into being a nonprofit. And if you don't have somebody with wisdom as such as yourself that can help with that, you're going to be all over the place because you're trying to find your way. So we thank God for you.
Oh, praise God. It's a business. People like to think nonprofits are not a business. It is a business, but it's just got more red tape.
Exactly. So what is some advice that you can leave here today for entrepreneurs that feel stuck? We always talk about what are some advice that you give to entrepreneurs who want to get started, but what about the ones that feel like they're stuck? They're like, okay, I done got started. Now I don't feel like I hit a rock and I can't move past this rock. What do you tell them?
Well, it's definitely levels to entrepreneurship, right? I started my first business in 2010, right? And the different changes that I went through in that, 11 years now, is important. So one thing I would say, especially for us people of color, is that we have to get out of the thought that we have to do it all ourselves. You really have to be honest with yourself and assess, right? It's not personal. It's not a personal attack on you, right? So for instance, I can design some graphics and every website, that's nothing to me. It's cake to me, right? But you give me a financial statement, listen, I'm losing edges. I'm instantly anxious. That's not my ministry. And that is okay. That's okay. Why waste the time and energy focusing and trying to do something that is just not natural to you when you can go and get someone who loves numbers, like our CPA guy, he loves that stuff. And it's just, it's just mind blowing to me, right? But that's okay. That's his lane and that's all right. You don't have to do everything yourself. And then just be real and accept what season you are in, right? So in the beginning, listen, and steward your season as well, right? And in the beginning, and it's okay. You are trying to prove to yourself that you can do it, right? I like to call it the Han Solo part, right? I got to do this one. I got to do that. You all over the place. You try to do everything, and that's okay. You don't know what you don't know until you don't know what you don't know, right? And give yourself grace in that season. Give yourself grace in that season and just be completely honest. And also get a mentor. You have to have a mentor. Lakia was saying, it's a lot in running a nonprofit. You got to have an executive team, right? You have to have an executive team in running a nonprofit organization, but you also have to have a personal executive team, right? You got to have a team of people in your corners be like, hey sis, you ain't slept in 5 days. Why? Or, like, sis, I can help you with that. Like, you doing too much, or whatever the case is. And you have to be in a place where you can receive that. You have to be in a place where you can receive it, because it's not personal. Like, it's not personal. Business is business. You have to be able to separate yourself from your organization, from your business. Like, what you do is not who you are. We were talking about identity again, right? So you have to have that team of people around that's going to be like, hey, or I can do that, or you was out of line for that, whatever that is. You have to have that executive team of people who are going to hold you accountable, who are going to be honest and not going to just tell you what you want to hear, and that is everything. The mentors I had in my life, listen, and take the time to cultivate your skills, because passion and talent can only get you so far, right? Time management is everything. The young lady that was on before me was talking about that, like scheduling time. That is imperative, like, because you can't pour from an empty cup. So time management, just being strategic too, like so strategic. Like, does this align with my mission? Does this align with our values? No, then why am I doing that? I can refer you to X, Y, and Z, sis. Again, we don't have to do everything, because you can't. I don't believe in that multitasking. I don't believe in it, because you only got 100%. So if I'm giving something else 70%, then something else is only getting 10%. This is only getting 10%. I want to show up with everything, and everything that I do, I want to give it 100%. So how can I do that? Do I need to get a CPA? Do I need to get a team? Do I need to get a VA? Listen, that admin stuff, oh my goodness, that time adds up. And guess what? That's somebody's ministry. They love doing that stuff. So you know what? Hey. So just being real with yourself, understanding the season that you are in, accepting that you do not have to do everything by yourself, and then when you assess yourself, your strengths, then where your weaknesses are, you find someone and you work and collaborate with someone who those are their strengths.
Well said, and I thank you for being so transparent. I pray that everybody that's watching today really enjoyed these two women, Dee Mayberry and also Rashonda Williams. We thank you guys for being the extraordinary women that you are in your communities, to your family, to your friends, in your industries of purpose that God has chosen to put both of you in. And we pray that you guys keep soaring and keep doing what you're doing. We hope you won't be a stranger to Tears to Purpose, because you guys rock. Y'all rock, right? And what we normally do is we snap it up for them women that rock, because we understand. We understand. And this was so needed for somebody who needed to hear it. So I thank you so much for taking out of your busy schedule to come kick it with us at the virtual table of Tears of Purpose. Real talk.
Thank you so much.
We definitely will stay connected to you for sure.
Yes, amen. Thank you so much for having me, and thank y'all for everything that y'all do on this platform. It's amazing, and I'm just honored to be a guest.
Yes, ma'am. So we thank you so much, Rashonda, and we will chat with you very, very soon. And you have a blessing for rest of your afternoon.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. God bless y'all.
God bless you. Bye-bye. So, ladies, I hope you guys are full from this awesome show, right? We learned a lot of good information today. I did. So, for those of you who are watching, thank you guys for tuning in. We are at the end. We didn't had a big old bowl of gumbo, healthy gumbo, that is, of two women that's banging it out in their industries and in their purpose. If you are a woman that is watching right now and you're doing your thing in entrepreneurship, you make sure that you connect with us at barnettlakia@gmail.com to be a guest on the show. It is a small investment, but it's worth it, right? It's so worth it. It's so worth it. So you guys tune in with us next week as we go on down to a different lane. Okay. 2 more guests that will be at the virtual table with us, and we're going to keep going higher and higher for the rest of March. Ladies, you guys have anything that you want to say before we get on out of here?
See you guys next week.
Oh my gosh. Miss Hubbard, you have anything you want to say? She is so perfect. Okay, so you guys make sure you tune in with us next week, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Don't forget. And don't forget to with me if you want the replay to the Unstoppable Woman First Monologue series. Y'all hear what I'm saying? Go get that replay. And if you want to be an Unstoppable Woman monologuer, you can connect with us about that too. You know you got a story you want to tell. Let us teach you how to monologue this thing and get healed, set free, and delivered. Amen.
In that order.
In that order. All right, y'all. So good night. We love you with the love of Christ. We will see you guys next week. Thank you for tuning in. Good night.
Good night.
Experts, Christian relationship experts, that is. People in ministry that have a phenomenal story. All kinds of business owners, from restaurants to beauty to financial side. We are looking for it all.